everyone, welcome back to Simple Things Outreach Media. To all the members of my Simple Things Outreach Media family, I just want to thank you, and I want to let you know also that you can join my membership, and by so doing you would be contributing to one of my many outreach projects. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to my channel by watching this full video, then clicking the word subscribe below the video. Please feel free to hop over to my channel and watch a few of my interesting, informative, and educational videos. When you have done so, please leave me a comment and let me know your feedback. Thanks so much. The power of choice is really a fascinating thing. It never ceases to amaze me just how little tolerance pro-choicers have for others who refuse to make the same choices as they do. And by pro-choicers, I'm not limiting this to abortion rights. So please don't be so quick to choose to click off this video. Early this year, an NPR-Marist poll found that 1 in 4 Americans said they would flat out refuse the coronavirus vaccine if offered. However, as at June 6, roughly 139 million, or 42% of the American population, had been fully vaccinated, while approximately 171 million, or roughly 52%, have received at least one dose. Years ago, during the H1N1 era, a lady standing in line at my neighborhood post office related to a friend on the phone just how much difficulties she was having with the authorities over her choice to refuse to let her child be vaccinated. I can't see why my child is a threat to anyone if everyone else is vaccinated, she argued. But come to think of it, the person who chooses not to take the jab is really the one who should be worried, right? It's my child who should be worried about everyone else, she continued. She then outlined the legal ramblings she was facing, but you could tell from her tone that she would not give up her right to choose anytime soon. Had any of the typical diseases babies are vaccinated against been as bad as this pandemic, I wonder whether she would have chosen otherwise. But either way, it's her choice. In Jamaica, statistics show that a mere 0.8% of the population, or just 22,200 persons, have been vaccinated as at May 27th. Another 155,683 persons, or roughly 5.3% of the population, had received at least one dose. The irony of the situation is the very first person to receive the vaccine in America in a non-clinical trial was in fact a Jamaican. For the most part, Jamaicans are not too keen on vaccines anyway. The subject becomes even more difficult when said choice is not merely a jab, but a choice regarding your faith, loyalty to God or loyalty to man. Thousands of years ago, on the plain of Dura, in what was then Babylon, there was an epic showdown regarding freedom of choice. Now, Babylon then is where present-day Baghdad is, just south of Baghdad today. A group of young men chose not to be forced to go against their moral conscience. Unfortunately, their choice was not respected by the authorities of the day, and they were forced to bear the full consequences for their freedom of choice. And we all know how that story ended. They were thrown into a furnace because they exercised their right to choose. At the early stage of mankind, the couple Adam and Eve were tested based on their power of choice. They chose to disobey God's express commands. The world is still reeling from the effects of their poor choice today. By the way, many argue that if God really exists, he should have put a stop to all the sufferings of mankind. Imagine a world of pure bliss. No hunger, no wars, no starvation, no human trafficking, no pandemic, but at the same time, no protection from injustice or injuries or harm. But would you choose to worship a tyrant who imposes his choice on you instead of allowing you to freely exercise your power to choose? Be it wrong or right? Deuteronomy 30 verse 19 tells us, I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore, choose life. Either way, the choice is yours. This is Denise, and that's your daily dose.